Good morning. This is Mark Boney with Supercharger Wellness coming to you today. It is a beautiful sunny day today. I can't wait to get out of the house and get to the gym and train. It's chest, biceps, and calf day. I'm also doing abs and cardio. And before I get started on my topic, I just want to give you guys a quick little flash update of about 7.5 weeks out. Today is Thursday, so it'll be 7 weeks on Saturday. So I'm a little past 7.5 weeks, but this is what I'm working with. So if you look back to when I was 10 weeks out, there's some significant changes. Probably about 16 or 17 pounds difference from where I was at bulk to where I am now. And I still have about 10 or 12 pounds to go before I'm actually in shape. So that's it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next little while. So I've done quite a bit in the 2.5, 3 weeks that I've actually been cutting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens here. So that being said, today I just want to talk about something a little different, and what I want to discuss is social media. And social media it's a tool, right? But either it uses us or we use it. And I have been guilty of this in the past, of getting sucked into the vortex of Facebook or whatever platform that you use. And these platforms seem to draw a lot of negative people, a lot of people with nothing better to do than sit on there and troll and, comment on things and post really dumb, low mindset kind of information. And, if you don't be careful of what you follow and what you feed your brain, it's really easy to get caught up in this stuff. And, I'll sit there, and I'm so guilty of this. I'll sit there with the intention of doing something like reading or maybe just checking one thing real quick. And the next thing you know, like 20 minutes have gone by and I've been scrolling this stupid Facebook wall. And it's like I'm straight up addicted to this thing. And it's like so bad for my mental health. I can't stand it. But it's really hard to do. So what I've been doing as of late is trying to switch the way that I think about using these tools. And Facebook's the worst, in my opinion. I was actually considering getting rid of it completely. I was following so many things that I was just being bombarded with all sorts of negativity. And the algorithm is that if you start liking or posting on certain types of posts, that you're going to get flooded with more of that kind of post. So if it was something like political or what have you, and I'm guilty of it, I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it, I would get flooded with more of this crap, and I didn't want to see it. And it came to a point where I had to start unfollowing a ton of stuff, and I actually took it another step and remade a whole new profile and don't follow anything. And I also added a lot of people to my Facebook page. I made a post about it yesterday. I added probably 2,000 people. Like I literally just went through the add friend button, and anybody that had more than 20 friends, I clicked add friend. I didn't even look at the pictures. I didn't even read the names. I just went invite, and it's business. It's a numbers game, right? So, maybe one out of 100 of those people might be a lead, maybe less. Who knows? But when you follow a mass amount of people without knowing who you're following, you're going to get all kinds, and that's fine. But as I start scrolling through my wall now, I'm unfollowing 10 people a day because just the stuff that they're posting, there's so much stupid stuff on Facebook, and we have to be careful. We have to feed our minds positive information. We have to look to good sources for information, reading things that you want to learn about as opposed to just flooding your mind with utter nonsense says a lot. And Facebook is the worst. Facebook's the worst. Now, YouTube's great because there's pretty much anything you want on there. And there's a lot of good information on there, and it's just a matter of what you want to watch and what you want to learn about. And there's a lot of good programming on there. It's kind of taken over television. So I don't watch TV. I have the internet. I have unlimited internet. I use YouTube. I use Netflix quite a bit. I use Facebook. I try to minimize it, but I still falter because there's some people that just post some things that I just can't help myself. But I try to just unfollow people when they say things that I just like shake my head at and just move on from that. And I find that's the best course of action because out of sight, out of mind, right? So YouTube's great. Instagram, there's positives and negatives to Instagram either. Instagram is massive egoism. There's people on there that buy followers so they look cool. There's people who will follow a mass amount of people just to see if they follow them back, and then they'll use the app or whatever. And if that person doesn't follow them back, they immediately unfollow them. Or even if they do follow them, they immediately unfollow them because all they want to do is increase that number. And in my mind, yeah, I see the benefit of it for business or whatever, but that's the worst kind of thinking. All you care about is likes and followers. Get a life. Are you doing anything with this? Are you monetizing this? Are you trying to build something to help people? What are you doing this for? And these women that they constantly post pictures of their butt every single day, and their entire life is surrounded by Instagram stories and photos of their rear end. And it's and there's guys that do the same thing, and it's a little bit different, but a similar thing. And it's just Jesus, don't you have anything better to do? Honestly, how much time of your day do you spend editing photos? You see a chick that does this, and she might be from your community, and you'll see her profile, and you'll be like, oh, she's pretty or whatever, and and then you'll see her in public, and she looks nothing like the photos. It's how much time do you spend touching up your photos for Instagram? For what? I don't understand it. It's completely mental. So there's a lot of that stuff going on, a lot of egotistical nonsense behavior on social media. So like I said, these things can be used as tools. There are ways of using them properly to improve our lives. Gary Vaynerchuk is a entrepreneur / author / motivational speaker / he's got a lot of stuff going on, and he is extensive and thorough, and he has amazing social media presence, and he can teach quite a bit on how to utilize these platforms for positivity instead of negativity, and utilize them to improve business and grow your online persona or whatever for business purposes, because he's all about entrepreneurship and crushing it and making money and building the life you want to live and happiness and positivity and following our passions. And that's exactly what I am trying to do. So when I receive negative feedback for trying to put out a positive message because somebody is unhappy with themselves, I'm just really? The post I posted yesterday had a lot of likes, a lot of people commenting. It was funny. You can go on Facebook and check it out. And there was one person out of probably 110 or 120 people that had inputted into this thread that had something really condescending and low frequency thinking to say about it. And she took the time out of her day to sit there and type a paragraph to try to berate me in my, intention to try to improve people and help their lives. And I'm just shaking my head look in the mirror and please do something for yourself, because you're not affecting me. Your input or your opinion means literally nothing to me. I don't care. I will unfollow you so fast or block you so fast. You mean nothing to me at this point. I don't know why people think that because they have a social media platform that they're vindicated and giving everyone their input on certain things. I do it too, but I'm not trying to berate people. Maybe try to sway opinion, but you're going to berate my intentions? Like, anyways, I'm just ranting now. This person really got under my skin with what they said. It was just really stupid what they said. It was just like, really? Like, this doesn't even make any sense what you're saying anyways, but whatever. So these things can be used for great positivity in our lives, and I encourage people to try to unplug from the nonsense and try to utilize them for the betterment of humanity and to help other people and to help ourselves, because they can go one of two ways, and in my experience, it's extreme. It's extreme negativity, or you can use it for extreme positivity, because you can reach an audience with social media and build a business using social media presence that was impossible prior to these platforms being available. You know, you used to have a lot of money in order to start a business because you were required to use advertising services and marketing services and use hard, like printed advertisements and business cards and all these kinds of things. And those things can still be useful. But social media has absolutely taken over, and you don't even need money anymore. You can start a profile. You can build a business based on a brand. You can start building your presence online. You can offer services. It's going to take a little while to do. It's taking me a little while to do. But with the right intention and the right mindset, you know, the sky's the limit. So anyways, that's my rant on social media. Like I said, I am not innocent in this regard. I have learned the hard way, and just like I learn every other lesson in my life, that's why I'm able to give my opinion on these things, because I've done it both ways. And one way works and one way doesn't. One way leads down a dark path, and one way leads down a positive path. So that being said, everybody, let's get supercharged, let's have a great day, and let's lift each other up.